Sleeping all day, cheating, falling, 50 again, about to lose it. Body on fire, who love me long till you get tired. Ooh, baby, you got.
Hello beautiful electric people, welcome back to my channel where we discuss topics to become the best version of you and your business. My name is Sophia and welcome to this channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Today we are going to look at Shopify again. I have been using Shopify as the first platform to host my e-commerce website on and that was back in 2017. I have been using it because it is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, platform to host your e-commerce website on, and that's why I initially went with it. I have been using it for 2 years. I only recently went to another host, which is WIX. If you click here, you will see my comparison, my WIX versus Shopify video where I will discuss in detail what exactly is the difference between these two major platforms. But for this video, I will get into all the things I disliked about Shopify. So if you are thinking about maybe starting a plan with Shopify, then keep on watching. The biggest thing that really got in the way for me, and which is the most important thing, is their pricing. They have 3 different plans. They have basic Shopify, Shopify, and advanced Shopify. And the basic plan is $30. That was back then around 25 euros per month. And for me, as a new brand, a new business, that was quite a lot of fixed charges every month for me, but I still went with it until WIX came out and I discovered that it was a lot cheaper, but we're not getting into that in this video. Overall, Shopify is pretty expensive if you are just starting out. The second thing, now we are talking about money, in order to pay, you need to have a credit card. I know that having a credit card in the US is a common thing, but here in the Netherlands, and I also think in other European countries, it is not a common thing unless you travel a lot or if you have a big business. So for me, I had to buy a credit card, which also brings some costs in order to pay for my Shopify subscription. So for me, the credit card was an additional cost next to the monthly charges that Shopify has. So that's another thing. If you are thinking about going with Shopify, there will be extra costs for your credit card. The costs here in the Netherlands are around 60 euros per year. It's just something to weigh out for yourself. The next thing that really annoyed me as a visual person was that in Shopify you have themes you can choose from, or you can upload your own theme, but creating a theme by a professional is very expensive. Most likely you're not doing that when you're just starting out, unless you started out with some capital, but most people that start an online business don't have that, and they have to choose from these themes that are already there. Also, how Shopify is built, you cannot change around elements in your layout. Everything is very set. I think they are using CSS. If you know more about that, then it will spark some thoughts. I personally am not advanced in coding and stuff like that. For me, it was very annoying that I had this one layout and that was it. You're loading your products. You can't change anything except for colors, and even sometimes you can't change colors. So that was something that really bothered me. Then the fourth thing, oh guys, I really don't want to sound negative, but these are such important things when you are starting with a web host. So the next thing was that they have a lot of useful apps in the App Store. Think about contact forms or an app that sends thank you emails out, stuff like that. It's very, very useful, but not every app is free. And that's understandable, but actually a lot of apps are charging a monthly fee next to the $30 per month, next to the credit card costs if you have to buy a credit card, especially for Shopify. It all adds up and it can be a lot of money per month. Of course, running a business costs money, but if you are starting out, you want to do it as cheap as possible if you don't have capital. And with cheap, I mean low cost, because running a business is not cheap, but I mean low cost effective. And the last thing I didn't like about Shopify, that it is not as easy to make a bilingual website on Shopify. Probably you will need a developer because it is in your theme and you need to do everything manually. But for other e-commerce hosts, for example WIX, it does everything for you. You have one website in, for example, Dutch, and you have another website in English. And of course you need to translate, but everything, like the connections, the behind the scenes connections, Wix does it for you. And with Shopify, that is not the case. I have looked at the things you need to exactly be doing and I couldn't do it myself. But if you have a technical background, you can always try and see if it works for you. But it is not as easy and not as foolproof as it is with other e-commerce hosts. That was the end of the video. I hope you guys can learn from my experience and like my past mistake by viewing my videos. There are a lot of things I did like about Shopify, for example their customer support. I go more into detail about this in the video, the Wix versus Shopify, so click on the icon and the whole card will open up with the video and other stuff that I will put in this video. If you haven't already, put a thumbs up so more people can find this video and you will support my channel. And I will see you in my next video. Have a good day, guys.